This is where he waited for the bus every morning.
There are markers, some traditional and steadfast,
My ex-husband came out here and covered up the black marks.
and some that will fade with time.
Very hard to deal with the first few weeks.
Each, though, is a reminder.
My first impulse was to run, to run away from this spot. I didn't think I could face it every day. And it actually, I think it has made us stronger. I really do. We're tougher than we thought.
Barbara McMahon is the grandmother of a tight-knit family that resides on this piece of property in Rockholtz. At the end of her home's driveway is a bus stop.
And the horror of watching it happen, being unable to get across that road and stop it. That had to be a total nightmare for my son.
He was on the other side of this barbed wire fence when his children's bus rolled to a stop on a March Monday afternoon.
I mean, this poor boy literally watched his son die. He watched the light in his eyes go out.
10-year-old Jonathan Chatham was the last to step off the bus.
You have maybe 2 feet. It looks like the back of the bus is here and the edge of the road is right here.
So that's the amount of space he had to get off the bus.
Police say it appeared Jonathan cleared the bus, then somehow went into this ditch, then came back under the bus.
Well, I don't know if we'll ever know the exact answer.
But McMahon says that explanation doesn't fit with what her son witnessed. He told her something must have brushed Jonathan because he spun around and ended up under the bus.
He was laying on the road with his arms out. His binder was on this side, his jacket was on that side.
McMahon and her family have analyzed the tragedy.
He was already gone.
For more than 2 months now.
Very hard to deal with.
She says they don't blame the bus driver, but do question a driver's ability to see children at the bottom of the bus steps.
There's either not a mirror that sees there to notice that the kids are there, or perhaps there should be a camera monitoring that area.
She wants a better understanding of how this could have happened.
It should not have happened.
A tangible reason when there's little understanding of why it was Jonathan.
He was 10, but he could talk with you on subjects like he was 30. Very smart.
Jonathan had been in remission for leukemia since the fall of 2013. She says his body showed the aftermath of chemotherapy, but his mind never slowed down.
Massive amount of traffic today.
This road is frightening in and of itself.
Well, this is why I live way back off the road.
Yeah.
To keep my animals and kids safe. Well, I thought they were safe.
His cousins and siblings still meet here every school morning and again every afternoon.
I don't know how they're able to come down here to the bus stop every morning. How do you do that?
Faith and strength in the Lord, that the Lord is with you. We know Jonathan's in a better place.
The bus doesn't stop on this side of the road anymore. It waits and stops at McMahon's driveway. A respectful and safe change of course for a boy whose journey ended here. It's a routine that starts before the first child hits the steps.
See the grid work here, the white lines?
To us, they are just painted squares on pavement. To Matt Woods and his team of Berea independent bus drivers, they are lifesavers.
And those squares, you have to be able to see them from all your crossover mirrors so far out.
His 13 drivers do this check every morning. We came to check it out after meeting this grandmother.
He was laying on the road with his arms out.
Her grandson stepped off a Whitley County school bus last school year.
So that's the amount of space he had to get off the bus.
And somehow ended up under the bus's back tires and was killed. We promised his family we'd keep investigating.
There's either not a mirror that sees there to notice that the kids are there, or perhaps there should be a camera monitoring that area.
Parents that worry that a bus driver can't see down here at the bottom of the steps, that mirror should take care of that worry.
That mirror should take a lot of the concern away.
It's this mirror, and if you look, you can see our camera and tripod along the side of the bus, just like you should be able to see a child.
I'm going to say you have a great view at half of the bus back.
But this is when the mirror is correctly placed. Woods says the challenge comes in making sure it's a priority for drivers.
I just remind them every day, hey, we're picking up something that we can't replace. So let's hit the roads as safe as we can.
Statewide, the number of school bus incidents reported to the Kentucky Department of Education have gone down in the past 3 years. The only counties in our viewing area that have seen an increase in bus incidents are Anderson County, Breathitt, Corbin Independent, Franklin County, Lee, and Magoffin counties.
Is there room for safety improvements on school buses in Kentucky?
Asking me that is asking me a trick question, because I'm an out-of-the-box thinking person. I always look for something new.
And we found something that could elevate school bus safety. The Student Detection System by Rostra out of North Carolina. They install microwave sensors around school buses that give an audible alert.
There's a lot of distractions. The nice thing about this that I think is a differentiator is it's audible. And it sits right up next to the driver, and they hear that beep and they know, whoa, stop, I better check my surroundings.
This is one option, an extra safety measure Chatham's family recommends. They know too well that you can't be too careful.
Some of these areas of the bus they do the best they can with these mirrors and cameras, but they still can't be 100% foolproof.
In Lexington, Miranda Combs, WKYT.